liked it.
Yes.
Where were you living prior to that?
I was living in Dana Point, just one city over.
In what kind of place?
In an apartment. The lease had expired.
The lease had expired or was
Correct.
expiring?
It had expired, so I was looking for a new place to go to.
And how much were you paying rent in Dana Point?
$1,200?
So this was more money.
Yes, it was.
This one was $1,650.
Correct.
And you rented it?
Correct.
For December. Starting in December?
Correct.
Did you have a written lease?
I do.
May I see it?
Yes.
So it's $1,650 a month, commencing December the 4th.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
You paid December's rent?
I did.
Paid January's rent?
I did not.
Were you living there in January?
I was. There's a reason I was
I
not.
don't care
Okay.
what the reason was. You were living there. You're a big grown-up girl.
Correct.
If you don't like it, you leave.
Correct.
Did you live there in February?
A part of February.
What part of February?
Until the 20th.
Then you lived there in February.
Yes.
Did you pay February's rent?
No, I did not.
Okay, so now you owe 2 months' rent.
But I do need to add that I did give a security deposit.
Just a second.
Okay.
When you moved in, you paid December's rent. You lived there.
Yes.
And you paid security deposit. How
Yes.
much?
$590.
$590.
Yes, because originally...
Tell me originally, you were supposed to pay $1,650. Your lease provides that you can make it in 3 installments. That's what the lease provides for.
Oh.
That's what this says. It says security deposit of $1,650 payable in 3 payments. Okay,
Correct.
so you paid $590.
Correct.
So...
And that was inclusive of a pet deposit as well of $250.
Okay, that's fine. So we have you owing $1,650 times 2 equals $3,300, less $590 because you lived there and didn't pay 2 months' rent.
Correct.
Which so far means that you, who are the plaintiff, owe the defendant $2,710.
Correct.
So you're suing her for return of rent for why?
Because a few things, Judge, and thank you for letting me tell
No. You
Oh,
have, this is not a whole show.
Okay.
This is not a whole story.
Okay,
You
I'm
lived
not
there, you ate the steak. You lived there
Correct.
December, January, and February.
Correct.
You didn't pay rent for 2 months.
Correct.
I don't understand how you're the plaintiff.
Let me explain. The city had come out, and the place
Listen to me. I understand that what you did was, while you were living there, you went to the city
Right.
and complained about the premises.
No,
Before you went, listen to me, before you went and complained about the premises,
Okay.
the city hadn't been out there. It's an old cottage built in 1940
Right.
something.
But I didn't know that I
That
was
you-
living in the garage, and that it was a driveway and a garage on a slant.
Listen to me. I don't care.
Okay.
You went there, you looked at it. You
Correct.
weren't in Poland.
Right.
And answered an ad that turned out to be
Correct.
incorrect. You answered an ad.
You are right.
You went there, you looked at it.
Yes.
You touched it.
Yes.
You smelled it.
Yes.
You felt it. You visualized it. And you rented it.
Correct.
After you rented it, you found, I don't like it here. The windows didn't open, and the house was on a slant, and it was really not what you thought it was. So instead of saying to her, listen, this is really not what I thought it was, because she can't make the house straight.
Understood.
You went to the city, and the city...
I went to her first.
That's what you say. You went to the city.
I went to her first.
And what did you want her to do about making the house straight?
Nothing. I wanted her to close the windows that wouldn't close in the living room. They were wide open and they would not close. I have...
Shh. You said, I moved in and I realized that the windows would not open or close.
The bedroom would not open, the living room would not close. And it was freezing.
Just a second. Did you have them fixed? The question is, did you have a handyman in?
I did.
Good. And do you have a bill from that person?
I do.
I'd like to see it.
Thank you. Here it is. And I asked him to detail... Okay, all right.
Don't give me any, just
okay, I won't
give me
say.
I don't care about anything else here except that the window's not opening or closing. Had to sand the edges that had some mildew, and window was off-centered. Used some graphite powder to get it loose. $100 minimum visit. Well, actually, this is your local handyman service. I don't know. You could have done this yourself. Let's say you paid $100 to the handyman who opened and closed the windows. So now you owe her $2,610.
Okay, he also fixed the lock on the
I don't care about the lock.
Okay, you asked the question.
I don't care about the lock.
Okay.
You want a security lock, put in a security lock. What's next?
Well, what happened was, Your Honor, things went wrong. And I made a list of things that needed to be done before I called anybody else out or called the city or anything. And that list, I had made note of. This was from December 16th. And ironically, I wrote down what needed to be fixed, and Ms. Avis wrote in her own writing next to it what was fixed and what wasn't. And one of the issues is the window where she puts that it was fixed.
I just gave you credit to have the handyman
I understand,
come out.
but there were more things that...
Listen to me. I just gave you credit for the handyman to come out and fix the window. What else?
Okay.
Just a second. What else did you pay to have fixed?
I also had him look for the mice that were running around the house.
Just a second. Do you have a bill from an exterminator?
No, I do not.
Not this.
I do not.
I don't care about this baloney.
I do not.
Good.
What
else?
I asked her.
Just a second.
I don't have any other bills.
Good. Then you owe her $2,610 on her counterclaim.
Okay. There's a few other issues, Judge.
No, there are no other issues. The issues are you lived there December, January, and February. I gave you credit for your security deposit and the $100 you paid allegedly to a handyman to come in and open and close the windows. Other than that, you fixed nothing. But you lived there. You ate the steak. You have to pay for it. She's not paying you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You didn't pay her rent. You're a big grown-up person.
Judge, there's a reason I didn't pay it. She stopped the mail. I'm on Social Security disability. I have it right here, and I have the stop mail from the post office. I didn't get it until February. They put it direct deposit in my account.
$2,710 so far is what you owe her on the counterclaim. Are we done? I don't care about you, Nick.
You don't want to look at anything that I have?
No, I want to look at if you have something that's important.
I do.
If you have, no, listen to me. If you have things that you spent money on to fix problems in the house that she did not address, I will deduct that from the rent that you owe her for living in her premises. That's the rule.
Understood.
You eat the steak, you pay for it. If you don't like the steak, then you say, this doesn't taste good. I'm sending it back. You don't finish the steak and then say, I didn't like it. I'm not going to pay for it. So you lived in her premises. You didn't pay $1,200 like you were paying in Dana Point. You paid zippity-doo-dah. And now you have the audacity to be a plaintiff. I don't understand that.
Well,
that's somebody who is the aggressor becoming the victim.